Okay, so we are going to discuss about TestNG, right? So this is a one kind of framework. We can say it is a framework level also. We can consider TestNG. It's nothing but a test next generation. Okay, so in this TestNG, basically we are going to is a one kind of, we can say it's a framework. Framework where we can able to run in sequence of order the execution with different classes or methods. Okay, so basically with the help of annotations we can able to run through method based on the methods priority. Okay, based on the priority we can run the execution. Okay, but when we will go with class level, then you have to consider test a XML file. Okay, so it will generate one XML file whenever if you are running the execution. From there, we have to copy it and we have to do that. So we will see all things. So here basically we are going to discuss about annotations. Annotations. Okay, so annotations. Okay, so basically we have there are different kinds of annotations are available in the TestNG. Okay, so we have at the rate test, at the rate before method. Okay, at the rate after method, at the rate before class, at the rate after class. Okay, so basically these five all are the basic annotations. Okay, once we are good with these five annotations, then we will go with the at the rate data provider. Okay, so we have at the rate data provider. Okay, and at the rate test suit is there, before suit, after suit. Okay, so those things and all we will see before suit and at the rate after suit. Okay, so these all are the different annotations which we are going to discuss in detail. Okay, so what is the purpose of at the rate test, what is the purpose of before method? Okay, all these annotations we will discuss. So these all are basically in order to run in a sequential manner. Okay, so and we have some methods are there, like we have called as, we can say, suppose whenever you are having 100 test cases, right? 100 test cases, I want to run 50th test case as a high priority. Okay, high priority. So in this case, how you can able to run this? We have to go to the 50th test case and make it as a priority. Priority is equal to 1. Okay, so that means this test case will consider it as a high priority among out of 100. Okay, so similarly, suppose we are having some different modules are there. Suppose you are having one edit user is there, delete user is there. Okay. So an edit user is depends on the create user, because once you create the user, then only you can able to edit it, right? So in that case, we have a depends on method. Okay, depends on method. So this is a one kind of and option depends on. Okay, and we have the enabled is equal to false. Enabled is equal to false means if you want to, if you are not going to execute any of the test case, then you can make it as a enabled is equal to false. Okay, so now how to install TestNG in our Eclipse? Okay, so how to do that? Just go to the Eclipse and go to the help. Under that help, you have the Eclipse Marketplace, right? So just go to the Eclipse Marketplace. Okay, once you go to the Eclipse Marketplace, you will get one find button here, right? Okay, so now you got one find button. So just search with TestNG. Okay, so just click on this TestNG. So you will get like this install, install. If already installed, you will get the installed option. Okay, see now here we have the difference, right? Install and installed. So this is TestNG for Eclipse. We have already installed here. So that's why it is showing installed. Okay, so if it is from your side, you have to install. So that's why you have to click on the install button. Once you click on the install button, then you can keep on click on next until you will get the installation done. Okay. So once done that, then you will see one kind you have one option here. Whenever if you want to create one option here, right? So once you go to the any project, okay, suppose if we have one, if I will create one class right here, I am going to create one Java project, okay, new TestNG project, okay. So now I am going to create one TestNG project. Now I am going to click on next button, okay. So this is the SRC folder, and I am going to finish it up. So now here it is generated. Now we are going to create one package. Okay, so here also new TestNG package. Okay, so under this package, you can delete this module. So under this package, what are we going to do normally? Class, right? So when it comes to the here, rather than going with class, you have to go to the others. And here you have the TestNG class. This you have to select. So here you already have the default annotations, right? And this is the class name. So class name, suppose I am going to use here create user, or this is a customer. Assume that it is a customer module. So I am going to create with customer. And by default, I have the @test annotation, right? So currently I am not going to pick any of this annotation. Okay. So now I am just clicking on the, this is the customer class, and I am going to, no. I will tell you when it is required. Okay. So now I am going to click on the finish option. See, now you got one folder, one project created. Under this, you have one @test annotation, right? By default. And we have the public void. This is the method, right? F is nothing but, suppose here you can create your own here CRE create customer. Okay. See now this is a method, right? This is a class, right? And this is whenever you are creating one particular @test annotation at the initial time, once you create this, you have to import one add TestNG library. You have to click on this add TestNG library. You just have to click on this. That's it. Once you click on that, then this is going to be done. Yeah. Okay. So basically, when you run a normal class, you need the public void static main method, right? But here we don't have any main method. Then how it is going to execute the program? See now here I am going to write here system dot out dot println. Here I am going to use create user successfully. Okay. Now I have created one method here. This is the method and this is a class and this is a statement, right? Yeah. So now if I run this, can we get the output? Because normally in normal classes, if you create without main method, is JVM is going to execute that here. Okay. But here we don't have any main method. Then how?
You can already place in the method name public, right? You can write it.
No, this is not a main method, right? So this is a child method. Assume that it is a child method. But what JVM will do normally, it will look into the main method, and if it is having any other programs, it will execute and it will come out of the loop, irrespective of whether the child methods are there or not. Child classes, right? It won't bother about any child classes. Okay. So, but here, what is going to happen here, even though if you do not have any main method, we are having @test annotation, right? So with the help of this, it is going to execute the program. Okay. So now if I run this, say for example, here run as TestNG test. Okay. See here, create user successfully. Okay, but assume, suppose I am having one more method here. Suppose here I don't have any annotation, because here I am going to use edit customer. Okay. Now tell me, now here I don't have any test annotation here, right? So now tell me whether you are going to execute this method or not. Now how many outputs here I am going to edit user? Edit user completed. Okay. So now tell me whether, see, because we have created @test annotation, right? So now whether this is going to be execute edit customer or not. So this is treated as a normal child, because this won't be considered under the TestNG. Because why? We do not have any @test annotation, right? So that's why it won't execute edit customer. Let's see whether it is going to execute or not. See, did you executed that? No, right? Okay. Why it is not executed? Because this is not a This is a normal class, normal method, and this is not a TestNG method. Okay, see now I am going to insert @test. Okay, now if I run this, what is going to happen? You will get both the outputs and you will get two pass, edit customer and create customer, right? See now this is also create user successfully and edit user completed, right? So now this is a method, right? Under this method, you can write a number of functions. Okay. So now I am having one more method called as delete customer. Deleted customer successfully. Okay. Here, rather than user, you can make it as customer. Okay. Edit customer completed and deleted customer successfully from records. Okay. Why we are, can you identify why we are getting here error?
Space delete customer. There is
Yeah,
space
because
between,
whenever you are creating the method name, it should not have any spaces or anything like that. Okay. Just these things and all are the some common basics whenever we are. So now if I'll run this, I'm going to execute all the programs. Okay. See now how many we have. Family and pass delete customer and only why the another one is not printed. So here system dot deleted, right? Created user successfully, edit customer completed, deleted customer successfully. Okay. Okay, because the main thing is here, if you delete this, then this won't be existing, right? Create customer and edit customer. Once delete the customer, then this won't be present, right, in the system. So that
practical
names only, yes, yes. No, it should execute.
If you give mathematical means you will delete it, but they're giving only names, right?
No. See, now we got it. Maybe earlier it may not be saved or something has gone. Okay. See, now
Difference about the process, passed or passed.
this is passed, means you are getting the result, whether it is pass or fail.
It automatically shows.
Yeah.
Fail,
Yes. Yes. Suppose I will just give you one example here. Suppose here I am having one string ABC equal to, that is we'll discuss in after half an hour or 1 hour. Okay, so that will be in a sequence only. We will get that as well. Okay, but my intention is here I am having one more method called as. Normally, what we will do in whenever you are going to launch the application, what is going to do? What is the steps in order to launch? If you want to run any test case, what all are the process we are going to do?
First launch the.
Wait. So here we'll go by bottom up. So initially you have to execute the test cases, right? Execute test cases. Okay, so these all are the under test method. Okay, now when you are going to run the test cases, you should have at least one method, right? Without method, you can't able to execute the test cases. So you need the method, right? So that means if we have a functionality, once you log in, then only you can able to execute it. So you have the login functionality, log in and log out, right? Okay. So when you are going to log into the functionality, then once you have to open the browser, right? So now how to frame that open browser? Okay. Once you open the browser, launch the application, launch application, then enter your login credentials, right? Login. Yeah. Then you have to enter logout. You have to execute the functionality, right? Execute functionality, then log out, right? Once you log out, then you have to close the browser. Close browser. Okay. So this is the happening, right? Every time. Launch the browser, log in, execute the functionality, log out, close the session. That's it, right? So these all are the common cases which we are going to consider, right? Okay. So now in this order, I want to get it in this manner, because now here whatever we are executing, we are getting this as a in zigzag manner. Now I am going to have, we have created, right? So what I will do here, I am having one login functionality. Okay, login. Okay, customer login successfully. So now once done this, then what we have to go with? See now, no, we will see once done this, then we will go for that. Now here I am going to use the logout. Okay, customer logout successfully. Now if I run this, how the sequence of order is going to execute? See now if I will run this, see create user successfully, deleted, edit customer, login successfully, create customer, delete customer, edit customer, again login, right? But why logout is not displaying here? Yeah, so this is, now I am going to save this at the rate test, right? See now here what is happening? Because is all are this in a sequence? Zigzag. But is this helpful whenever if you can any if you run any program? So this won't work out, right? See now our order is what? Our intention is what? Yes. See now here this is edit customer completed. Initially itself they have created user successfully, right? But deleted customer, then edit customer, then login, log out. But this is not the way we have to execute the test cases. So our intention is login. First of all, we have to click the login. Okay, login. Then execute functionality. Then log out. Right? So this is our aim, right? Log out. Then we will get that again. It will check any existing methods are there, existing functionalities are there. Then again it will go to the login. Then execute the functionality. Then log out. Again, we have 3 test cases right here. 3 test cases. What are those? create customer, delete customer, edit customer. So for all the three test cases, login, logout should be happen, right? So each and every time it will check whether the existing any @ test is there or not. If @test is there, then it is going to be execute that. So now here we are not in that particular sequence. It is a zigzag manner. So that won't work out. So now how to overcome the difficulties?
We use it priority concept, first priority concept.
Okay. See, now that is what our intention, right? Now we have to use here, because see how we have three test cases, right? For three test cases, every time we require login and logout, right? So this is a method. Edit customer is a method, delete customer is a method, create customer is a method, right? So whenever if you want to execute these methods, this login is a common for all these three tests, right? So what we have to do, we have to make it as @before method. You got it? Here we have to make it as a yeah, before method. See, again you have to add this import before method. Okay. And then similarly logout also. Once you use this login as a before method, and obviously logout should be in a after method, right?
But there is three cases, right, sir? But it will print three cases, any case will be for, right, sir? Three method cases are there. Right?
Yes.
Will print delete before or edit before.
That we will see. We will come that we will come it in after this. Okay. See, now we have our intention is what we have. See, our intention is initially. Okay, see, our intention is initially we have the cases, right? Login, execute the functionality, then log out. Okay, so this is what we need to expect for this sequence. For all, how many test cases are there? Three test cases, right? So for all these three test cases, we are expecting login, execute, logout, login, execute, logout, login, execute, logout. Okay. See, now we are going to get in that manner. Now we have created, right? Yes, whenever it will check the before method. So if before method is there, whenever it will execute the test method, it will check whether is there any before method is there or not. If it is there, it will perform that operation and it will come out of that, and then it will perform the immediately after method. Okay. Then in the similar manner, second test case also, it will go to the before method and then it will execute the after method. See, now if I run this, what is going to happen now? See, now how many test runs you have?
Three.
Only three, because our intention is what? Only three, like create customer, delete customer, edit customer, right? So only three. See, now how you are going to execute this? Login, create customer successfully, log out, right? So this is what we expected, right? See, create login, then executed the functionality, then log out. Now customer login successfully. This is the second case, right? So this is the second case. Similarly, deleted successfully. Now log out. Similarly, login successfully. Then edit the customer. Then log out. Right? See, now all the cases are passed. Right? So this is how we are going to execute the before and after method. So now how many annotations we have discussed so far? Three annotations. At the rate test, at the rate test, at the rate before method, and at the rate after method, right? So now you are clear, right, up to here? Okay. See, now my intention is, once we log into the application, we have to launch the browser, right? Without launching the browser, you can't able to execute any cases, right? So now I am going to add two more methods here. So now I am going to add see, now I am going to add here at the rate test. Here, open browser. Okay, launch browser successfully. Similarly, we have one more method, right? Once we open the browser, you have to close the browser, right? So now you have to write close browser. Close browser successfully. Now if I run this, can we get it in the same sequence order? It won't run because these all are the test. So they will treat it as a, these all are so in a test method. So now you have three, right? If I execute now, you will get five. So similarly, you will get for open browser and close browser also, you will get it will execute before method and after method. So log in and log out. Let us see. See, as discussed in, see, same whatever we have discussed, right? So what we get it, login, close browser successfully, then login, log out. Similarly, somewhere around launch browser successfully. Here close browser. So this is not what we are expecting, right? So here what is happening? It is going to be executed in a zigzag manner. And even every method treated as a test method. Okay. So now what is going, how to avoid this? Because test method, it will only what all are the functionalities we are going to execute. That much only we have to treat, right? So now this is a closed browser, right? And then here somewhere around launch browser. Because this launch browser and close browser for each and every before method, right? Means for a login and logout. Before login, you have to launch the browser, right? So that is what. So now what is going to happen here? We are having each class right here. So this is a class. Create customer is a class. Okay. So this is a class, customer class, right? So now what we have to do for this class, we have to use for before launching this class. Okay. What we are doing, we have to launch the browser. So what we have to give here, rather than at the rate test method, because these browsers need to initiate before methods starting. So what we have to do at the rate before class. Okay. Now we have to import this. So now rather than executing all, it will execute only once per class. Yes. Yes. Okay. So you just have to import that class annotation. So now how many cases you will get?
For 7, 5 only.
No, why 5? We have only 3, right? Only 3. Our intention is only 3 test cases, right? Suppose if I have one more test in addition to this, then you will get the one more case. Let us see now. So now you have, see now the order is like that. First, it will check the class. So open browser, right? So open browser is there. So it will open the browser. Then it will check any method is there, before method. So it will go to the before method. So if it is there, then it will execute the before method. Then it will go to the @test. Any is there or not, it will execute that functionality. Then it will come out of that and it will execute the after method. Okay, once it will execute after method, again it will checks is there any existing test case is there, then it will execute that. So once you execute after method, it won't go directly to the after class. Okay, because
you will check the launch.
yes, any existing methods are there or not. So if we have any existing methods, then it will once complete all the test cases, then only at the finally it will execute after class. Okay, so now if you run this, you will get only passed cases are 3 because our test cases are only 3, right? Maybe. Control yes. Yeah, I'm just running it. See, now you got it right. 3. Okay. See, now you got the in order, right? So now whatever the order we are expecting, is this the way we are expecting? Launch the browser, login, execute the functionality, log out. Login, execute, log out, login. Then finally close the browser. Okay. So now you are clear, right? How to execute the functionality. See, because tomorrow you are going to implement test methods under this only. See, this is the functions right here, statements. We have to write the statements here. Okay. So like driver dot find element, those methods all comes under here. Okay. So okay. So if you are clear on this, then you just write down this. Okay. Then we'll go for the next level of concepts. Okay. So up to here, this is just skeleton of the program. Okay. Then we will see. Now this is under package, right? We have created only one customer.java. We will create 2 more files here. Then we will see. But at this point of time, you are clear on this, right? So just have notes on this clear point. Then we'll go for the next level of observation, next level of concept. Okay. So because why, right? You have to be up to here, you should be clear.